Hello, friends, sisters, brothers, and all of you from around the world. I'm greeting you from Ethiopia. And today in my video, I'm going to show you something that is unique. Mm, and yeah, I think you will be interested in it. So I want you to follow me, my channel, and subscribe as well as like and share this channel. And I am at Salem from Ethiopia. Mm, Now, as you can see here, this is Saint George Church here in Ethiopia. I'm living at Lalibela, by the way. And this church was built before 900 years. You can see there are many things about this church. Yeah, and I invite you to come and visit this church. It's a very miracle and it's a very mm, unique one. Many tourists get very interested when looking to this church. And it has three blocks. You can see the three blocks. Okay, this shows, and this church represents the Ark of Noah, our father, and this church was built by Lalibra to symbolize the Ark of Noah. It's not this idea that I am going to share today, but to just show you what Ethiopia looks like. So, uh, now, what do you know about Ethiopia? What do you know about Ethiopia? If you take this cross, for example, this is a cross given to Saint Lalibela from, and this church was descended from heaven. It's not man-made. It's not something that was created by man, but it was descended from heaven. Uh, Around 1990 in Ethiopian calendar, this cross was stolen from the church by Ethiopian mm, securities, and it was taken to um, Holland, Holland in Europe. Okay, and then they tried to melt down this cross by putting it to a great furnace, but it was not damaged by the furnace. They tried to break down by strong hammer, and it was not damaged. And then around places where this cross was put in Holland, there was sickness, there was disease, and there was uh, some problems, sickness problems, and they start to turn back it to Ethiopia, and they want this cross to be out of Poland, and then the Ethiopian government take this cross to back to its original place, and it still is inside the house of Madahanalam. That means the house of Christus Savior, the world's Savior. So this is what I want to show you some hint about Ethiopia. But what Ethiopia is? What do you know about Ethiopia? What do you know about where do the word Ethiopia come from, and what make Ethiopia and everything? Let me start with some of our fathers, our ancestors, the very beginning of mankind. Now I told you my name is Adisalem Mamomera, and the, to show you where Ethiopia come from, let me start from the word Adam, and this is a name for the first man made by the hands of God. Adam was called Adama El, okay? Adama El, Adama El. You know this word? Adam was not called Adam. God created Adam and called by his name Adama El. The word El represents that Adam was made by God and he was made to just thank God, like angels of God. Angels of God. So the Almighty created Adam and called his name Adama El. Now Adama El knew his wife Eve and begot Seth. You know this story. You know this story. Seth. Seth then begot Enos. Enos begot Cainan. You know this is a story in the Bible, and I think you all know this. Cainan by his turn begot Mahalel. Mahalel. Mahalel begot Jared. Jared begot Enoch. Enoch begot Methuselah. Methuselah. You see? And continuously writing the name of mankind descended from Adam. Methuselah then begot Lamech. Lamech then begot Noah. Noah. Okay, Noah has a name that is like to the angels of God actually, like Adamael. Adamael, you know Adamael? Adamael means Adam is for God. It means okay. Saint Michael. So in the word Michael, you see, there's the sound that is L, and L represents the Most High, the Lord, the Almighty, Exabher. So the same thing, Noah has his own name given by God because of his cleanness from sin. But I didn't write it here, and I will tell you about Noah. A lot of things about Noah. Okay, the Noah's Ark and everything. I will tell you in the next my video. Noah begot Cam. Cam is called Kumael, okay? Cam is the name given to the sons of Noah, one of the sons of Noah. But his real name, his godly name, his name called by the Almighty is Kumael. Cam is Kumael, okay? Kumael, the word El represents the Almighty, the Lord, the Most High. Cam begat Kusa. You see, Kusa. The Cam begat Kusa. Kusa el Azabo. El Azabo. Okay, in his godly name, we call him El Azabo. El Azabo. Kusa. Some called him Kush, and we know that his correct name is Kusa, and Kusa is by the name of the Lord given to him called El Azebo. The El Azebo or Kusa begat Saba. He begat Saba. Saba and Eulat. Okay. Kusa begat Saba and Eulat. You see here Eulat. Eulat. And Sabbatan. The three children. Okay. and Raman too. Okay, Raman. He he begot just five children. Okay, Kusa begot just five children. As you can see, some of the places are still named by his Kusa's children: Saba, Eulat, Sabatan, Rahman. Okay, then Saba, Haraude, Harwadi. His name is Harwadi. Okay, Harwadi. The name of kings. Okay, Saba was called Harwadi. Then Harwadi begat Nuba. Nuba in his name, in his godly name, is called Nunael. Nuba is in his godly name called Nunael. Nuba begot Ghana. Ghana is called Kasuni. Kasuni, okay? Kasuni. Kasuni begot Ethan. Ethan begot Namrut. Namrut, as you know, is a warrior and the father of kings. Okay, Namrud was a very great warrior, and he was um, killing every animal he wants to kill. Okay, and he was a warrior. He was strong man, and he was a warrior. All know this story, I think. And he was father of kings. Okay, there was no such big kings before him. But after Namrud, there are kings. Namrud, there is a story about Namrud and Ethiopia also. I will tell you in another video. So Namrud begot Adama. Adama begot Raphael. Raphael begot Kena. You see? Kena. It's uh, there are steps. Okay, Namrud is a king of fathers, and here we do have also another great man, Kena, a descendant from Namrud. Kena then married a prophet man, Milky, daughter called Salimia. Okay, you see Salimia. Now there was a prophet called Milky. Milky was a prophet. A man uh, called Milky was a prophet, and then he married to Salimia. And after getting married to Salimia, begat Gera. You see, Gera. Gera was born after the union of Milky's daughter Salimia and Kena. Okay, Kena. Then Milky, the father of Salimia, was a prophet, and in his dream he saw his daughter's husband Gera. Gera, a descendant from Kena. Okay, Gera is the son of Kena. Gera holding a stick that touches the heaven and the earth. Now, a very big stick was held by Gera, a son born from Milky and Selimia, and Milky was a prophet, a godly man, okay, clean from sin. And then uh, Milky, after dreaming this dream, went to Canaan with Gera. Milky, a prophet man, after having a dream about Gera. Gera was holding a great stick that he uses to keep the world's people. So, what Milky did was he took his son Gera, and then uh, he went to Canaan, the land of Canaan. Canaan is the place where, in the latter days, Moses took his people from Egypt. Okay. Then after this, Gera's father Ena went to visit his son great Gera at Canaan from his previous resident Rasa. Kena was in Rasa, the place called Rasa. Then uh, because Gera and his wife's father was in Canaan, Ge- Kena also went to visit them at Canaan. So his original place was Rasa. His original place was Rasa. Kena said to his son again, like Milky. Kena also said some prophetic words to Gera. Gera will be called Gerara. Okay? Gera will be called Gerara. And he will be the eternal priest of the Lord. This is what Kena said. This is what Kena said to the great man, the eternal man, Gera. And the name was Gerara. Then built Kena then built a city called. Kena went to Canaan and built, built, okay, built a city called Gerara by his name. Okay, Gerara was renamed as Gerara, and the city built by Kena was also called Gerara to represent the great man's wisdom. Okay, the city was the capital of Gerara's kingdom. Every kingdom that rises from Gerara is represented by uh, this name and by the city's name. Okay, Gerara's kingdom, Gerara's kingdom. Next kingdoms was also with this name. Gerara in his side built a new city. Now Gerara built another city. Okay, this Gerara city was built by Kena, the father of Gera, but Gera by himself built a new beautiful city. That city was called Salem. Salem. Mark this point, okay? Salem. The place he built was called Salem. And it was a beautiful and a very silent city. When a man um, is living in Salem, they usually dream a new dream, okay, a very good dream, a place for dreams. Okay, so Salem was built by Gera, and the name was uh, you see, Salim was the name of Gera's wife. Okay, Gera's wife, Gera's wife. So the city was like a city in the heaven. It was a very peaceful city in that time because Gerara was a godly man and he was clean from every sin. In the heaven, there is a city called Iyor. Okay, you know Iyor. The Iyor is a place where the archangel Saint Michael uh, lives and thanks gives thanks to the Lord. So the city is called Iyor in Amharic. Iyor means just air or air in English. Okay, it means that it's a place where there is a good thing like air. So Gerara called his new beautiful city by combining the two words, Iyor and Salem. Salem is his wife's name. Iyor is to represent a heavenly place, okay? Heavenly place. So this is called Jerusalem. Jerusalem. The correct name is, you see, Jerusalem. The correct name is Jerusalem. And in English, it's Jerusalem. It's Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Yor, you can say here. Salem, you can by combine the two. the word Jerusalem was came. Many of the residents, the current residents of Jerusalem, didn't know this secret, by the way. One of the historian here in Ethiopia went to Jerusalem and he asked to some of the current residents of Jerusalem. They were not able to answer what Jerusalem means. What Jerusalem, but the right thing is Yor and Salim was combined and become Jerusalem or Jerusalem. Gera or Gerara now begot three sons and four daughters. Okay, seven children. Seven children. One of his son was called Etl. Mark this point. Etl. One of his three sons was called Etl. The second called Hamuel. Hamuel. The third called Abimelech. Abimelech is the father of Palestinians. You know, Palestinians come from this Abimelech. Abimelech, okay? Abimelech is usually, if you still try to notice the name of Palestinians, there's Abimelech, okay? Abu, the word Abu Musaf, something like that. Okay, still they are using that word. So Abimelech is the name that is usually uh, what the Arabs and Persians use, and it comes from their father Abimelech. Abimelech is the son of It'el. It'el is the son of Gerara, okay? The eternal priest. So he's the father of Persians. Coming to Hamuel, the second child of It'el, Hamuel is the king of Babylon. You see, Babylon was the Namrud's city, as you can see here, Namrud, Namrud city. But later in the latter days, Hamuel, Hamuel is the father of Babylonian. Okay, Babylonian, and many of the historians tell us this one, and we all know this. I think he was, I think, called Hammurabi. Hammurabi. Hammurabi, and in history we know that. Hammurabi was with very good laws that the world never see before him, and he was leading Babylon to a long story. We know that. This is Hamuel or Hammurabi. Hamuel or Hammurabi. Okay. Etl, however, is the father of Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Okay, the word Ethiopia comes from ETL, ETL, ETL. You see, ETL is the creator of Ethiopia, and the word Ethiopia comes from ETL. How do you derive Ethiopia from ETL? I'll show you in another video. It's like a Jerusalem, okay? It's like a Jerusalem. The one I showed you here. So what Ethiopia mean is ETL, and what ETL means is